Good morning. My name is Sean Webb. I'm your Director of Community Engagement in the Foundation. You're watching Classroom Conversations. We are the community engagement show for Desert Sands Unified School District and for Desert Sands Educational Foundation, where we highlight everything great going on in our district, going on in our community, and just try to keep people updated what's going on, just in general. But I've got a couple things different this morning. I want to just show real quick. Before we go on and move on, I just want to make sure we always talk about our sponsors and we talk about everybody that we work with and so forth, but I just want people to be able to see exactly who they are. So obviously Desert Sands Unified School District, there's our logo. Thank you for being a partner with us, the foundation and our board members. I'll be reading our mission statement, our vision statement here shortly. City of Indio, can't thank you enough. We always love our Indio update with Brooke, as well as CoachellaValley.com. Craig, we appreciate our partnership with you. And then this show gets viewed multiple times and hundreds of thousands more times because of you. Thank you for that. And then also joining us for the first time, we are on Prep Sports Weekly's page. As you guys know, we did the halftime show throughout spring football as well as fall football this year. And Kevin Pillow is a good friend of the district, good friend of Prep Sports in the desert. So thank you for allowing us to put this on your platform also. But the Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. Their vision statement: in partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in Desert Sands Unified School District. Okay, so enough for me. Let's go ahead and we'll bring on the real star of the show. We'll bring on Chef Mary, and we'll get to it. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing well. I've been house sitting and pet sitting for our friends.
Oh, okay.
While they're taking a little vacation, and I taking care of a dog and a cat has been it's been a challenge.
It's been a challenge.
Particularly when I've never really had to do that before.
Okay.
Getting up in the morning, making my coffee, making their food, taking them for a walk, and they're just incredibly well-behaved animals. The cat hid under the bed for like the first 2 days. Every time I walked in the house, it took off like a little rat and ran under the bed. I never saw it for the whole day.
So I've got the question there. Always you're someplace different. Where in California is Chef Mary if you're doing some little house sitting then?
Well, I'm in downtown San Diego, more toward the area called South Park. It's an incredible community. It probably dates back to the early 20s or 30s.
Oh, my. Okay.
The old craftsman houses with the streets with big trees on either side. And it's really a beautiful community. And those houses are tiny, and they're up in the millions, as far as resale. And there's little shops here, little grocery stores, and some little, ethnic shops. And it's really, really a cute community. I didn't even know it existed. And I've lived here since the early 60s.
Okay. Well, no, that's great that you're able to do these things and to help out your friends and so forth. I just thought, you know what, when we do this and when you're all over the place in California, we might as well just call it Where in California is Chef Mary. We'll just have a little segment. There we go.
And I'll be back in North County, San Diego, on Wednesday. They're coming back tomorrow.
Okay.
To come back to the States, they have to go through some paperwork and some legalities and testing and whatever, and they've been cleared for everything. Okay. So they can fly back tomorrow, and their trip has been really fun. They've really needed a getaway. So I was really glad I could step in and help. And the dog is really fun. I didn't realize. I understand how you are with Piper.
You got it. There we go. Hey, Mary, I know that we don't have a lot going on today with our show, but I want to get the most important information out here real quick. What is it? Let's see here. Our COVID vaccination clinics we have coming up. There's another one going on today as well as Friday. This is going to go from 2 to 6. This is where they get the vaccines as well as they're doing some testing as well. Then we have another clinic on the 19th. Just want to make sure that our people that are watching this, we've got quite the viewership this morning. So I want to make sure that we get this important information out. Yeah, but these are our next couple of clinics that we have available for our families and so forth. And then, Mary, you know where we can go for all the up-to-date information. You can always visit us at Super Seconds too, for the most up-to-date information from Mr. Bailey.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's changes going on and updates and things that people would really like to have an idea, what's happening in our district.
Exactly. Mr. Bailey does a great job. As you said, you can read them in mere seconds. That's the best part that I love about it. Is I can quickly go there and scroll through and see what's going on. It as well as has all the vaccination clinic information, just the real up-to-date information. We recommend you checking that. One thing I do every morning, Chef Mary, even though I work right here and I work in Mr. Bailey's office, I check it in the evening and I check it in the morning. I always make sure to just, keep an eye on that. As well as we put a lot of stuff on our Twitter account too.
Yeah, and I think all of those accounts, and sometimes just going back over and showing everybody where they can get this information. And I mean, for me, it's like trying to even find your bank account. It seems like they change the website every time you turn around, or you need a new password. So these little reminders, I think, are just real key.
Oh yeah, and I had some comments and emails come in about the dashboard. So I want to show people how they can do this all by themselves here. So this is pretty easy. Let me take out this banner here on us. But here, this is DSUSD.us, Mary. Okay. And if somebody wants to see our dashboard, so this up here, this scrolls. So you can click on these two arrows up here. It'll take you different portions of the website. So you just scroll through. And if you want to see the dashboard, you can go right here. You see the information about clinics there. But you just click for more information. It'll take you right to the COVID dashboard, as well as our COVID safety plan.
Yep.
So this is our most up-to-date safety plan that was up to date. This is Assistant Superintendent Laura Fisher and her team that keep that up to date and so forth. They work directly with all of the departments and so forth to make sure that's up to date. But that's where you can see information about our COVID safety plan. And then the dashboard. This is something interesting, Mary. I'm going to go full screen so people can see. But this is where you can go ahead and look and see the different high schools, middle schools, elementary schools, all the different sites that we have in Desert Sands, and see the statistics and the numbers as they're reported to us. So I'll be the first to say that these numbers are very fluid because sometimes they get adjusted up to a couple of days. But you can see that graph there. That's the staff and student active cases for the past 14 days. So, Mary, give me a school site, and I'll tell you how we can look them up.
Let's try Palm Desert.
Okay, so we're going to go to location type. I'm going to click off that, and I'm going to just click on Palm Desert High School. So we click Palm Desert High, and this right here will give us all of the total active cases. It says district-wide, but it's actually just for Palm Desert here. So it shows the cases by day. So yesterday they reported 20 students, okay, and so forth. It just has all that information that has their staff members. So right now at Palm Desert High, it shows 4 staff members with active COVID and then 90 students. So we just want to make sure that our families, if you want to know this information, you can go ahead and you can find this information here. It is ready available. Give me another school site, Mary. Give me one more.
Oh, let's try my favorite, LQHS.
Of course, LQHS, your alma mater, right, Chef Mary?
Yes.
So 95 over here. They have 14 staff members, and then they have 81 students. Yeah. And then might as well check a middle school while we're here. Why don't we go ahead and we'll check
Gerald Ford.
We broadcast on Thomas Jefferson Middle School site every now and then. Why don't we go ahead and check their numbers?
Okay.
I just got to find them here. Thomas Jefferson Middle. You figure I would know this pretty easy, right? There we go. Thomas Jefferson Middle School. So right now they have active 41. So 37 students and then 4 staff. So you have that there. Yeah. Yeah. So I saw your question, Mary. I don't have the details about that yet. Don't have the details about that yet. But we'll definitely get some information to address that for the future. But while we're going ahead and while you and I were talking about this, there's somebody very special that put up a comment. You know that person.
Oh my gosh, from Chile. They just celebrated their 52nd wedding anniversary.
Okay. And why don't you share with everybody, who is that?
This is my sister, Carol Oliver McNamara, who lives in Rochester, New York. And the crazy part about it is Sean's parents live in Rochester or near Rochester.
Yep.
Small world. And they just celebrated their 52nd anniversary, and they went to the same restaurant they've gone for the last 17 years.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called Black and Blue. I think that's the name of it.
I know the restaurant. It is a good restaurant. It's got some good steak and fish. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It does. And they're just a delightful couple. And Carol's husband, Rick, is just someone I worship and adore. He's like a brother. I can't even think of him as being a brother-in-law. He's such a great guy.
Awesome. That is awesome. No, that's just great that your family is able to touch base with us and meet with us and be able to join us here in the Coachella Valley. I will tell you, Carol, you may see our background photo there. There's no clouds today. There's no clouds at all. It's just
yeah, it was cold this morning. Like it's like 59 degrees. But she said they've had a lot of snow, and I guess there's snow everywhere floating around now in the mountains, which is awesome for all of our skiers and for our resorts. Right. But someone sent me a picture and I could not embrace the lovely thought of it. I was going, no, I'm going to go outside.
So I'll say that unfortunately Brooke couldn't make it today. She's busy being the public information officer and director of communications for Indio. Couldn't make it today, but she shared some slides with me. So I want to make sure that we share them with the community. Let's see, January 15th, she talked about this. They're going to start doing this called Taking Center Stage, where they're going to have live music, food, games, and drinks.
Oh, that's right.
Going on every week, not every weekend, but a couple weekends a month. And this is taking place this weekend. And what's really cool is they're installing. I've been watching the Indio social media, Mary. They, cities like Indio and some of the other cities here in the Coachella Valley have been purchasing the artwork that's on display at Coachella.
Oh,
and as you've seen those things, they're more than just like something you hang on the wall. These are complete displays that can be in parks, middles of cities, and so forth. So the city of Indio purchased something, a piece of art from the last Coachella concert, and they're installing it. And you can actually come see it this weekend. And it's going to be there from now on, but they're doing a great thing with bands and music. So I encourage you, if you're looking for something outdoor, something safe to do out in the community, once again, outdoors, this is an activity that you can do over in Indio. And if we can, I'm going to try and make it too, but it should be a fun activity and great evening for all.
Is this their first weekend, their first event?
So I'll tell you, I've gone to a number of things in the city of Indio since the fall, and we've been opening up with more activities. This is their first Taking Center Stage.
Okay.
But I'll say, like, they had the Tamale Festival. They had the other activities where they had the street fair down there. So Indio is definitely opening up the streets of downtown.
Yes.
You're gonna love that.
Yeah. And then will this Take Center Stage happen every weekend, or is it once a month?
It's a couple times a month that they're going to be doing it. And we'll have to ask Brooke for more details on that, but it's a couple times a month. Another slide that she shared with us, Mary, I've got here, you got to love that teen center. They got a lot of great activities going on. So cool thing here is if you're watching this on your desktop and you want to sign up your child, go ahead and scan that QR code and you get some more information about the teen center. So today is the 11th. Let's see, they're doing pencil selfies, yogurt bites, and badminton. That's all free to kids, right up through high school, 8th to 12th grade. It's free to students. Just a great opportunity. Like tomorrow, they're going to do, I don't know what Safe House is, but they have avocado toast and volleyball. Even if you just want the snacks, go for that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Thursday, they're going to have barbecue ribs and then Chipotle chili on Friday. Sounds like some great opportunities there.
Yeah. Looks like they're eating quite well.
yes, very much so. Maybe I'll have to do an on location and take some video and share it with you one of these days.
That would be fun. Yeah, that would be really great.
Because you're right, they are eating well. I see smoothies, bagel sandwiches, chicken tacos, mac and cheese, barbecue mac and cheese. I wonder if that's gonna be like a mac and cheese bowl. That sounds fun.
Well, at the resort at Big Bear, we had an offering that was a hot dog with mac and cheese. No. Hot dog, I think French fries, and then mac and cheese on top of it.
Oh, geez.
And it was a popular thing. I mean, I was looking at that how do you manage to get that all in one thing and eat it? But
Mary, that sounds like it could add to my winter coat.
I think that's what they call comfort food.
That's right. I got one more thing, Mary, and then let's see here. I want to highlight our Twitter account. So the district, we January 7th, we got notification. I got a text message the night before. Hey, can you help us out with some deliveries? I said, of course. So we got some deliveries, and district administrators got to the district office at 7:30 in the morning on Friday where we loaded our own vehicles. And this is us loading our vehicles and putting them in our cars with rapid test kits.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Back
wow.
of my car here, Mama Wood there, and and I'm in the side there. But I was responsible for bringing almost 2,100 test kits just to Palm Desert High.
Really?
So there was test kits going across the district to all of our students, where we asked our students to take that test on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then they did as necessary with those results as it came to school and so forth. So that's, like I said, I've been getting comments and questions about the dashboard. That's why I showed it earlier so people could see this. But I also want people to see, this is us getting the COVID test kits out to all of our students. These were issued from the state of California. Every student received one test kit this last weekend.
Oh, that is good, because I think it's really good at this point to sort of diffuse some of the anxiety, coming back into the classroom and feeling, that you've done what you need to do to be safe and you're okay.
And it's not so much that we're coming back to the classroom. We're in the classrooms, right? Yeah. We're in the classroom, so we're doing whatever we can to be safe so we could stay in the classroom. So I encourage the community, when you get these kits and get these opportunities that we're offering, please take advantage of them. Use the test kits. Go ahead and go to get vaccinated. Go ahead and be tested and so forth. But I wanted to highlight some more of our Twitter here, Mary, as we always do. Let's see here. We've got one more here. The UCAN report. You got to love the UCAN report. They always highlight everything great that's going on Desert Sands. But they they talked about some memories made with a blanket drive that they had here. So this was an article that students and staff were participating in. So thank you, Cindy UCAN, for always highlighting all the great things going on with Desert Sands. So we've invited her. You think we're busy. She's covering, reports across the whole desert, right? We just have Desert Sands. So she's pretty busy. So I understand why she can't make it on. But Cindy, here's an open invite. We'd love to have you join us one of these days.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Mary, that's pretty much all I have for us today. What's the rest of your Tuesday look like?
Well, I have a meeting this afternoon. We have our weekly managers meeting to go over, upcoming events and to kind of recap the last ones.
Okay.
But I'll just give you an update. We're supporting this little orphanage in Tijuana through one of the guys that works for us that lives over there, and through his church. And so I reached out to some of my girlfriends and said, hey, listen, we've got kids 3 months to 13 years old. There's just 20 kids. Let's just dial it out and just go shopping. Here's the names, here's their ages and whatever.
I love it.
And so they did, and they wrapped everything with beautiful bows and put names and things on them. And I gave them to Dan, and he said that they were ecstatic that they all were able to get 2 or 3 things each. And we sent things down like blankets and shirts and, clothing and toys. And they're sending thank you gifts. The little kids are writing thank you cards now to send back to the girls that helped me.
Okay.
Well, when their kids are doing these blanket runs and they're doing like Vanessa, what she does, it's, it's incredible to be able to reach out. It doesn't take anything to reach out. When we were in Big Bear, we reached out to one of the animal shelters, and they said that they really wanted your old towels and your old things because they changed the bedding for the dogs and cats.
I know exactly what they do. Yeah.
And we had bought this house that had a lot of old, linens and things in it. So we took them over there. So there's always opportunity, instead of throwing something in the trash, to, take it somewhere. And,
there's that old saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure, right?
Exactly.
Reuse.
So things are, everything is sort of status quo, nothing exciting going on. We have Justin Bieber coming.
Justin Bieber, watch out. Okay.
And then Disney on Ice. And that's supposed to be really, really exciting. I haven't ever seen Disney on Ice, so I'll get a chance to peek in on that. And so there's some fun things coming to the arena, and things are, pretty normal. They're probably as normal as they're going to be. But good, but really, really good.
Okay, I gotcha. Excellent. Well, it sounds like you got some fun things coming up. We're just rolling along here. We've got an emergency board meeting tonight. Not an emergency, but a special board meeting tonight.
Yeah.
On the agenda, they're going to be talking about Mr. Bailey in regards to the school board. I believe what they're going to do is probably be talking about how they're going to do the hiring process for a new superintendent. As you know, he announced his retirement for the end of the school year. So I was here during the process when they hired Dr. Rutherford. I was here during the process when they hired Mr. Bailey. And this is, they speak to the community, they speak to educators, they speak to all kinds of people, consultants and so forth. It's a big deal, right? We're hiring somebody to oversee almost 30,000 students and staff. So pretty exciting that we got that meeting tonight. They're going to talk about it, especially during then at 5 o'clock. Yeah, busy day. I'll see you again on, I won't be able to do Thursday.
Okay.
I've got a busy day on Thursday. But we'll see you again on Tuesday.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that works for me too. I'm gonna go home Wednesday night. After the guys get in and just do the turnover, and just have a nice, easy. It'd be nice to be back in my own bed and my own pillow. Like
there you go.
It's like Charlie Brown. I go, I don't have my pillow with me.
Too funny. You know. Well, Chef Mary, I'm going to close this out. I'm going to meet you back in the green room here. But always a pleasure, Chef Mary. I will see you later.
See you then. You have a wonderful day.
Okay. And those of you watching us on the various, Desert Sands Foundation Facebook, Gerald Ford Elementary Facebook, Prep Sports Weekly. Once again, thank you for letting us be on your platform today. Page Middle School, Desert Sands Facebook, as well as CoachellaValley.com. Always a pleasure. Craig, we're hoping you're doing well. As we shared earlier last week, you shared on your Facebook page that you were dealing with some COVID, and I'm glad to report that he's doing real healthy now. But hey, you guys, we will see you not on Thursday because we've got a busy day here at Desert Sands. I'll flat out say I'm participating in the Desert Sands Leadership Academy, so I've got that all day, so I can't participate on Thursday, but we'll see you again Tuesday. Hopefully Brooke will be joining us for the Indio update, as well as you heard, Chef Mary will be with us. So see you again next Tuesday. Have a great one, guys.